So lengthening up nice and long and tall. Give your shoulders a little roll up and down, and then just think about opening the chest, drawing the shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. And then just have a feel of your feet. You want to just feel a bit of weight through the front part of your foot, and the back parts are all around. So just be mindful if you're rolling in, if you've got flat arches and you can feel the weight mostly in your big toe. I want you to softly lift your arches. Imagine a piece of string at the top of your foot, just ever so softly lifting. So we're just lifting up a little bit out of the arch. And then we're going to try and hold that position, and we're going to come up into a calf raise and then coming down slowly. So up nice and tall, lift up out of the hips, draw the shoulder blades down, and just try and control the calf raise. So up slow, down slow. Just working on your balance, your ankle strength. Breathing in, breathing out. So start to bring your breath into what you're doing. So think about breathing into the tummy, relaxing through the upper chest. 2 more. Last one. And then you're going to hold the top and just drop one heel, then the other. So stay kind of up at the top of the heel calf raise, and then just drop one heel, then the other. Again, control that down phase. So don't let your heel just drop onto the floor. Control it down. And push up through the toes. Lift up long out of the body. Lift up out of your hips. Keep lengthening up towards the crown. That's it. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, if you've got a ball, you can use the ball, but you don't have to use a ball for this. Otherwise, we're going to pop the ball, or you can use a towel, or you can use nothing between your knees, and you're just going to start doing some breathing and squatting. So take the arms up forward and coming down. So if you've got a ball in, it's just a very soft squeeze on the ball. Sit back in your heels and think about trying to drop your bottom onto a chair behind you. So you're not coming forward with the knees, we're dropping the bottom back. So I can lift my toes up off the floor because I'm not taking the weight forward into my toes and knees. So really drop the bottom back behind you. See if you can lift your toes up off the floor because your weight is back. Breathe in, breathe out. Just take the arms to wherever is comfortable. Keep drawing the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Breathe in. Breathe out. For 4 more. 3, 2, and then you're going to hold the squat. So take it down. See if you can lift your arms up a little bit higher if you can, if you don't have shoulder problems. If you've got sore shoulders, just keep your arms lower. For those who don't, think about trying to lift up. Sit back in those heels and lift the arms and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come back up. Hop the ball out. Just give your shoulders a little roll and then take your feet wide. So your feet are wide, knees out, toes out, and we're coming down into a wide squat. So knees out over the toes, chest is up nice and tall, open the chest, open up those collarbones, draw the shoulder blades down, lengthen up nice and tall through the back body. So as you come down, you're not leaning forward here, just coming down into a nice squat, squeeze the butt, lift it up. And breathing, that's it. For 4 more. 3, 2, then we're going to hold it down there and you're going to transfer your weight from one side to the other. Just again, as far as you can comfortably, don't push into any pain. Got knee pain, just take it a short way, transferring the weight. And then we're going to hold it over to one side and take a side stretch. So reach up and away, stretching out down through the side body. Nice big deep breath. And then windmill up and over onto the other side. And then coming back up, bring your feet back into hip width apart and just see if you can lift one knee up and give it a little hug. So this is again a little balance challenge. So you need to find your balance, find your focal point. If you can't do that, you can have your toes touching on the floor very lightly. So just work wherever you feel you can. If you can hold that knee hug, hold it there. Lengthen up out of the crown of the head, up nice and tall. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Give your legs a little shake and then swap legs. So you just need to anchor down into that foot first. Find your balance and lift the other leg up and just see, can you give it a hug? You might just be able to hold it down a bit lower, or if not, toes touching. So just find that point you can feel safe and stabilize, lengthening up nice and tall. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Give it a little shake. Okay, we're just going to come into some roll downs now, so you can be anywhere on your mat, but have your feet flat, up nice and tall, lifting up out of those feet, long from the crown. So take a breath in, and then on the breath out, the chin comes to the chest, and then we slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Come to the bottom and just hang there for a minute. Just pause. Just allow gravity to just let your head be heavy. You might even give your head a little nod back and forth, a little shake side to side. Relax your hands, just let them hang. And then take a breath in, and then on the breath out, navel to spine as you slowly unravel, one vertebrae at a time. Come up slowly, head comes up last. Roll the shoulder blades down and back, and then repeat. So take a breath in. On the breath out, roll the chin to the chest, roll the spine down. Just think about it, curling down. And then pause, hang at the bottom. Feel that nice stretch up through the back of your legs, all the way down through the back body, to the head. Head's heavy, little nod. And then a nice deep breath in and draw the navel to spine on the breath out and rolling up. One vertebrae at a time. Okay, you're going to just do 2 more. So keep going, just at your own pace. I might actually try and get it on. And if it gets too hard, big guys will just okay, good job. Come up slowly when you're ready. We're just going to do one more little standing exercise before we come down. So we're going to try and have a lunge. So what I want you to do is step forward with one foot. The other foot is behind you. Your legs are like you're on train tracks. So make sure your back foot's not too close behind you. So think about it being on train tracks. I want you to lift up out of the body so you're not leaning forward, okay? And you're going to Take the back foot, the heels lifted off the floor, and your goal is to drop straight down towards the floor. So imagine there's a weight hanging right down in the middle. So we're bending front and back knees. Now you don't have to go deep here, especially if you have sore knees. You can keep it really shallow. It can be a quarter range squat, lunge, but I want you to just really work on that technique so that you're coming not forward, okay? The weight is even in both legs. So I'm dropping straight down to the floor, straight down. Don't want pressure on that front knee. That's really good. Excellent. Keep the body up nice and tall, and we're dropping straight down. So front and back knee are both bending, and you should feel it in both legs, perhaps even more in the back leg. Just 2 more. And if you're at home and you need to hold on, you can hold on to something. Okay, swap legs. So take that other leg back behind, heel lifts off the floor. So you're looking for that kind of even distance between the front and back and dropping the weight straight down towards the floor. Straight down. So it's like you're almost trying to get your back knee straight down onto the floor. So we're not coming forward. Keep breathing. Again, another balance challenge. So you can hold on if you need to, just to get your technique right. 3 to go. That's it. Good. All right. And now you can come on down and you're going to come into kneeling and grab your band, your long band. Okay. So kneeling, feet are, again, knees are hip width apart. You're sitting up nice and tall. Take the band out in front. And what we're going to do is we're going to sit back on our heels, open the band, come up and close. Sit back and open, come up and close. So keep your shoulder blades down. Keep your knees about hip width apart and lengthen up nice and tall. And as you come up, lengthen up out of the hips. Okay, so squeeze the butt, come back up. So open the chest to sit, shoulder blades are down away from the ears. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Open, close. Take it down, lift up nice and tall. Squeeze the bottom at the top of the range. Just squeeze your glutes. Get that pelvis coming forward softly. For 3 more. And if you've got sore knees, you can put a towel cushion under your knees. Okay, give your shoulders a little roll. And now take the band behind you. And you want it at about your mid-thoracic spine, so just below your shoulder blades. Just take the band over your hands and kind of have your hands forward. And we're coming into a chest press. So side on, push, release. Keep squeezing into the buttock to lift up nice and tall. So we're not tucking under, we're not overarching, we're thinking about lengthening up through the spine. Keep those shoulder blades down away from the ears. So we're not hitching up as we push. Push it out and get back in. Breathing in, breathing in. That's good. Good. Excellent shoulder position. Keep breathing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Just drop it down. Give your shoulders a little roll. If you can, reach behind and just take a little chest stretch. Open up the front chest. Squeeze the hands together. Okay, then come grab your band and kneel on one end. So we're still in kneeling, but if, as I said, if your knees get sore, put a pillow or a towel under there. Hold the band over one side, and again, just wrap it over your hand. Your arm is out at 90 degrees. So 90 degrees of shoulder, 90 degrees of elbow flexion, but draw the shoulder blade down. So not hitching up here, draw it down, hold it there, don't move it, and then just side bend. Now, if you've got sore shoulders, you can have the arm down lower, so you don't have to be at 90 degrees. So we just side bend, the elbow, shoulder stays where it is. Now, if you don't have shoulder issues, you're going to bring in the top arm. So you're going to reach overhead, bring it back down. Side bend and reach overhead. Open up that side body, draw the shoulder blades down away from the ears, lengthen up long through the crown of your head. We're not poking the head out, we're not lifting the shoulder blades and hitching. Breathe in, breathe out, or whatever feels right. Just keep the breath going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. Give that side a little roll and swap sides. So kneeling on the other one. Bring the hand out. Just wrap the band over your hand. Keep your elbow and shoulder at 90 if you can, a bit lower if you have to. And let's just start with just the side bend. So don't move the shoulder and the arm to start with. Just get the side bend action happening. So taking your rib towards your hip. And then if you've got shoulder range, bring it in. Reach up and over. Reaching up and over. Up and over, but the focus is still the side bend. You're just bringing the arm in as you get there. The side bend, reach up and over. Draw those shoulder blades down. Lift up through the crown and keep thinking about what's happening in that pelvis. Try not to lose your pelvic position. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, drop it down, take a little roll, and then come down onto your hands and knees. So hands and knees straight below the shoulders and knees right below the hips. Just start with some cat-cow. So when you're ready, just taking that through a range that you're comfortable with, using your breath. Nice and slow, just go into that movement. Just get a feeling of what feels right, what feels good. Breathing in, breathing out. Just unlock the spine. And 2 more. Okay, and then we're coming back to neutral spine. So anchor those hands down, make sure the hands are splayed. So splay your fingers out nice and wide so you've got a really good base of support. Draw the shoulder blades down onto the back body. So reaching those shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. And then what I want you to actually try and do is take the weight through the hands and see if you can lift your knees up off the floor. Now, if that's too hard, even just lift one knee and then the other knee. Try a little alternating knee lift, but otherwise just have a go. Maintain that shoulder position and just lift the knees very softly, not far off the floor. That's it, perfect. Keep the shoulder blades down. Keep the chin tucked in. So don't forget that head. If your head's flopping down here, you need to bring it up, tuck it in, long from the crown. Little lift and lower. 3 to go. Last one. And then sit back in child's pose and just take a stretch. If you need modified child's, arms down by your side. Nice big deep breath into the back body. So just really breathe out through those ribs. Okay, now come up again and grab your band, and you're going to take the band under one hand and stabilize it. We're back into 4-point kneeling, fingers are splayed, shoulders, hands below the shoulders. On the other side, you're going to lift up your elbow, so tuck your elbow into your side body like a little chicken wing, and then you're extending. Tricep, so the elbow stays still at the side body, and you're just extending that arm. Now you need to keep thinking about your head and your neck. Don't drop it down. Eyes down, eyes at the top of your fingers. Keep breathing. Draw the shoulder blade down away from the ear. So it might want to hitch up here to your earlobe. Draw it down, hold it there. That's it, good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should be feeling that in the back of your arm. Okay, swap sides, anchor down, tuck the elbow in to the side body like a little chicken wing. Draw the shoulder blade down and then start extending the arm, keeping the elbow kind of still so the elbow's the hinge. Draw that shoulder blade onto the body. Strong weight bearing into the other arm. That's it, good. Nice and strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just sit back off your wrists, give them a little shake. And we're just going to thread the needle. So just come back onto one hand, take the other hand behind your head and just open up the chest and then rotate down towards the elbow towards the other wrist. So open up, rotate that thoracic spine, stretch it open. Hand is just soft on the back of the head. Okay, on the next one, open up and then take the arm through and just hold it there. Just thread the needle, stretch out across the back and just hold it there for a couple of breaths. And then come on up and swap sides. So hands softly on the back of the head, open the chest, take the elbow down to the other wrist. Open it up. And just take it slow. Just feel where it feels good, feels right. It should not be painful. Don't strain. Just go where your body feels like it's happy to go. It's a really good mobility exercise for that thoracic spine. Get quite stiff there. 2 more. And then take the arm through and under and hold it there. And just breathe into those ribs. That's it. All right, and then come on up and make your way down onto your tummy. Okay. So we're actually going to start in a forearm support. So forearms are on the floor. Now the elbow is right below the shoulder. Okay, so right down there. Let's just start with a little chin tuck. So poke your head out, tuck it in. Poke and tuck. So just get a feeling for those neck muscles. So when I talk about lengthening through the crown, tucking the chin in, we're looking for that kind of nice line down from the back of the head down towards your thoracic spine. So your head's not down here, it's not up like that. So we're tucking it in, little poke, tuck. And then hold it softly tucked in and draw those shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. And then curl one leg and lower, curl and lower. So a little hamstring curl. Think about being kind of long from the crown of your head. So you're still thinking about lengthening your spine. Curl it up. And if it gets too tiring for you in this position, just come down onto your tummy and have your head on your forearms. Make it a little pulse. Pulse, pulse, lower. Double pulse, kick, lower. That's it, good. For 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one on each side. Good. Now just lower it down. Take your hands onto your head, onto your hands, and just windscreen wiping your legs from side to side. Okay, bring your arms back down. Just take your arms out a little bit wider, so probably a little bit wider than your mat, so they're out to the side. And just see if in that position you can push up and extend your arms. So you're coming into sort of a little half swan. If that's too much, just go as far as you can, just a soft extension. You don't have to go all the way. If you can extend all the way up, take it. So the arms are wider than the mat. And you're just lifting that top body. Keep the back soft, keep the buttocks soft. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keeping that head nice and long and drawing the shoulder blades away from the ears. So don't let them hitch up here. Keep breathing. And on the next one, you're going to hold the top and you're going to lower one elbow to the floor as you turn and look towards the other elbow. And then extend and then drop the other elbow. So a little bend in both sides and just get that little bit of thoracic spine rotation as you turn and look up over your shoulder. Little rotation. Keep breathing. Good. Just 2 more. One more on each side. Okay, and then come down to lie flat. Just bring your arms out to a stop sign position by your side body. Bend your knees up again and windscreen wipe your legs from side to side. Okay, now if you can either keep your arms here where they are in that stop sign position, or if you've got good shoulder range, take your arms above your head and we're lifting opposite arm, opposite leg. So if you've got sore shoulders, you just keep your arms bent by your side. You're still lifting opposite arm and leg. So if you don't have sore shoulders, take the hands above the head, straight arm, straight leg, lift. If you can, lift your head up off the floor and just the very top of your sternum. Keep the eyes down. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Be long through the body. So lengthen, imagine string from the crown, from the tailbone, drawing long. So we're lengthening the spine.
Okay, now you can stay here, just lifting opposite arm and leg, or if you've got a bit more range, lift both arms and legs and start to flutter. Swim. Keep the eyes down. Sternum softly lifted. It's a strong exercise, so you don't have to stay here. If it's uncomfortable, go back, opposite arm and leg. As we're holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Just drop the head onto the hands and tilt your pelvis. So tuck your tailbone, lengthen your spine, and then release. A little tuck and release. As you tuck, you should feel your lower back lengthening. Little tuck and release. That's it. Okay, keep your head on your hands. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Take your legs to the outside of the mat and turn your feet out. So you're in external rotation. And then you're going to lift your legs off the floor and beat your heels together. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. So your legs should be straight and you're trying to lift your whole leg off the floor. So not just your knees, you're trying to lift from the thigh and then beat your legs together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Take a little pause and then again lift and beating for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. 2 to go. Lift and beating for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And last time, lift and beat 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And again, just a little tuck and release of the tailbone. Tuck it under, release. Lengthen the spine, release. Okay, we're just going to finish off the back work with dart. So bring your arms down by your side. Forehead is on the floor. Take a deep breath in, and then on the breath out, lift the head and sternum, reach the fingers to the toes, lift the legs, eyes stay down, long through the crown, squeeze those shoulder blades, pinch them together like you're trying to squeeze a cherry and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, turn your head to one side. And just let your shoulders sag to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And just let everything sag to the floor. Okay, deep breath in. On the breath out, lifting up, long and strong. Really squeeze those legs strong. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lengthen the fingers down towards the toes and reach the toes away. Tuck the head in, chin in, eyes are down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Turn the head to the other side. Big deep breath into your back ribs. Feel your back ribs expand as you breathe in. Okay, one more. Big breath in. On the breath out, lift up nice and strong. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Reaching the fingers, reaching the toes. Squeeze the buttock, lift the legs, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, pop your hands under your shoulders, push yourself up and back. Come back into child's pose and take a stretch. Reach your fingers away, but try and get your heels to reach down, your buttock to reach down towards your heels if you can. And stretching all the way down through the back body. Okay, and then come on up and grab your band, your whichever one, and pop it over your knees. And then come on down onto your side. All the way. Okay, so come on down onto your side. We're going to go straight into clam 2. So your feet are off the floor. If you can start in clam 1 if you prefer feet on the floor. Your heels are in line with your butt. And you're just going to lift that knee and lower. Lift and lower. So remember, slowly up, slowly down. Don't let the band pull you back down. So try and keep that time under tension. Your hips are stacked. And by that I mean as you lift your leg, I don't want you to rock open. So keep your hips kind of aligned. So we're really just getting that butt working to get external rotation. Keep breathing. Head can be anywhere, can be on a pillow, can be supported, whatever feels right. Just focus on those glutes. That's it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring the feet and knees to the front of the mat so you're in like a chair position. Open up, knee and foot together. And here you get a little bit of pelvic opening, that's fine. You're all right in that position, Maria. Do you want to watch your shoulder? Doesn't. Not my shoulder. I know, but being perched up in that position, it's a bit harder. Yeah, so maybe lie down and just only go into the range that you can comfortably, even if it's just a little lift. Don't push up. If you've got hip pain, don't push into it. Take the band off if it's too much. And just focus on getting your hip movement. For 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Give that a little rub. Okay, while we have a break on that leg, let's just do a little bit of arm work. So just tuck your arm onto your side body. Draw that shoulder blade down towards your back pocket. Hold it there and lift to the ceiling and lower. So the shoulder blade stays switched on the whole time. Don't let it go. It's like you're trying to draw your shoulder blade onto your rib cage. And down away from your ear. That's it, good. 5 more. Okay, let's give them the butt time to recover. Extend the top leg. And a little leg circle. So a little bit forward, but over and back. Really focusing on that back phase. Keep breathing and try and keep your hips kind of steady here if you can. A little bit of movement is normal, but we're trying to really focus on getting those glutes working and the hip muscle control. Good. For 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to take that into a bicycle kick now. So bend it up and take it down and around. So lift it up as far as you can. Push down and around. Slow motion bicycle. And you're sort of trying to keep your knee like at about hip height. So try not to roll it down. So keep that knee, your butt's probably burning a bit by now. If it gets too much, just stop. 4 to go. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Give it a rub. Okay, well, we give that one a break. Just prop yourself up. Keep your feet, knees together, come up, or actually they don't have to be together. Just come up into a side push-up position. Now, if you need to have one arm forward and one arm back, that's okay. Just go wherever you can. And then you've got 10 push-ups. Up and down, onto your side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, come onto your back. Take a little stretch of that bottom that was just working. So whichever one was just working, put that foot on the knee, on the other knee, and you might feel it already. If not, grab the thigh, pull it up towards you. Just stretch it out. And breathe into that muscle. You can really take the breath down into that hip and just soften it. That's it. And now flip over onto your other side. Okay, so heels are lifted. You're on your other side, heels are lifted, buttock in line, heels in line with the butt, and just start lifting that top knee. Lift and lower. Controlling that position, controlling that hip, keeping it stacked. Slowly up, slowly down. Control. That's good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring the feet and knees to the front of the mat and then keep going. Little pelvic opening. Open, close. Open, close. Control. That's it, good. Four more. 3, 2, 1. Good. Give it a little rub. Okay, give it a little break. Tuck your elbow into your side. Draw your shoulder blade down away from the ear and back towards your back pocket and just open the arm. Up to the ceiling and lower. Keep the shoulder blade squeezing the whole time. So you should feel it kind of at the back of your upper shoulder into your shoulder blade. So good. Up and down. Little squeeze at the end, release. And squeeze. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Good work. And then extend your top leg and come into your leg circle. So a little bit forward, but taking it behind you. Really circle up and back. Really try and get the leg back behind you for your circle. So really working that glute, not the hip flexor. Nice and strong. Okay, and bring it into your bicycle kick now. Flex it right up, take it down and around. See if you can get it up as high as you can. Come into as much flexion as you can. Take it up, down and around. Slow motion. Imagine you're pushing your leg through mud. Slow it down. Bend it up. Take it back. That's it, good. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Give it a ride. And then push yourself up into side support. Arms parallel or arms one in forward, one back, doesn't matter. 10 little push-ups. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come onto your back and give that other back a stretch. So foot up on your knee, reach through, grab your thigh. Big deep breath. Take it down into the pelvis. And just think about letting that ball in the socket soften. Okay, bring the feet down flat onto the floor, hip width apart, knees hip width apart. You can have the band on or off, doesn't matter here. Arms by your side, and when you're ready, take a breath in, roll to 12 o'clock and peel up off the floor. Breathe in at the top and then articulate the spine down with a breath out. So just working through some bridges there, just in your own time, with your own breath. Focus on that slow articulation, one vertebrae at a time. Keep your neck soft, chest is open, and try and keep your shoulders down away from your ears. So try not to sort of crunch up into the neck, so just keep it soft and neck is long. Two more. And then on the next one, you're going to hold the top of the bridge. Your arms can be down by your side, they can be out, they can be overhead. Just find a spot that feels good and lift your heels off the floor. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So maintain bridge. Try and keep that pelvis aligned. So if you had a tray sitting across those two front hip bones, it's even. So we haven't got one tilted more than the other. Take it up, squeeze, release. And then hold the top of the calf raise and drop one heel then the other. Hold the calf raise, so hold it up on your toes, just dropping one heel, then drop the other. If you need to come down out of bridge anytime, do. Okay, take the heels onto the floor, lift the toes and roll back out. Hug your knees into your chest and give your back a little massage on the floor. Place your feet back on the floor, hip width apart. Come back up into bridge. Arms can be anywhere, wherever you feel supported, and we're coming into a single leg march, single bridge march. Now you can have the band on or off for this. Doesn't matter if you've got the band on, you're working a little bit harder, stabilizing that pelvis. Up and down. Control, nice and steady. Thinking about that pelvis, don't let it drop. Breathing in, breathing out. 4 more. 3, 2, last one, and control the articulation back down. Take your arms out wide, feet and knees together, roll your knees to one side, turn them the other way. Just hold it there. Big deep breath in to the side body, down to the hip. And then take it over to the other side. Okay, coming back up, bring your feet back to being hip width apart, knees hip width apart. Take your hands behind your head, and then when you're ready, you're going to curl the top body up off the floor and then lower back down. So just a soft upper body curl. Don't pull on your neck, so keep your elbows wide. And the focus here is taking the rib to the hip. I'm trying to close down my rib to my hips. I'm using my tummy muscles to lift. I'm not pulling on my neck. Keep breathing in or breathing out, whatever feels right, but keep using the breath. Do not hold your breath. Four more. Okay, then we're going to add in some obliques. So we're going to come up and over to the outside of the knee, touch down in the middle, up and over, touching down. Now you can stay here with your feet on the floor. If you want to work a little bit harder, bring your feet up into tabletop and then keep going. So just choose your position. Tabletop, obviously decreasing your base of support. A little bit harder to stabilize. Don't pull on the neck. Keep focusing on that tummy, rib to opposite hip. Take it over. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep using the breath. Four more. 3, 2, and last one. And then slowly lower, legs lower, head lowers, just stretch out, take the hands above the head, long stretch. Big deep breath into the tummy muscles. Okay, then the knees back up. Take your arms out to your side, bring your legs up into tabletop. And when you're ready, take a breath in and roll your legs to one side. Breathe out, come back. The pendulum rolling to the side. Now the focus here is keeping the upper body soft and heavy. Neck is heavy, shoulders stay on the floor. So if you're tensing into your shoulders and your neck, you're going too far. Only go as far as you can really control that happily and then bring it back. Breathing in, breathing out. That's it, good, excellent. Karen, arms out to the side, a bit easier. Breathing in. Okay, you can stay here. If you want to work a little bit harder, add the double leg extension, back to the middle, lower, over to the side, extend, middle, back to tabletop. Or just stay with the bent knees. 2 more. Last one. Okay. Take your band off your knees and untie your band if that's your only band and sit up. And then take your band and wrap it around the balls of your feet. And sit up nice and tall on those sit bones. You need a little towel underneath to help. One there. Otherwise, we're up nice and tall and we're just coming into a low row. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Elbows take the lead. So the elbows driving back, pinching the shoulder blades together. So think about that cherry again. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. And the neck, you're long from the crown of your head. Really open up the chest. So squeeze those shoulder blades. That's your focus, the shoulder blades. Okay, let's take it out wide. So hands flat to the floor now. Elbows come out a little bit wider if you can. Palms facing down, wrist stays neutral. Squeeze, so pinch the shoulder blades, pinch it back, pinch it back. Draw the shoulder blades down. That's it, got it. Okay, we're going to take it into a little bow and arrow. Take one arm back, look over the shoulder, and then alternate. So we have a little lean back, a little look over the shoulder. Squeeze into that shoulder blade that you're rotating to. Add a little bit of thoracic rotation and take a look at the elbow or just a little glance over your shoulder. Breathing in, nice and long. Sit up out of those sit bones as you come back up. That's good. For 2 more. 1 more on each side. Okay. All right, so we're just going to finish off with a little bit of half roll down practice to going all the way down. So sit up nice and tall, use the band to assist you. Take a breath in and then take your chin to your chest. So like you do your standing roll down, kind of think of it the other way, but the key is, so just go halfway and then lengthen back up. So from the crown here to your tailbone, we're sort of trying to round out the spine. So we tuck the chin to the chest. We're making like a C shape with our thoracic spine and we sort of half lower down and then we come back up like a C and then we lengthen up tall. So round out the spine, take it back halfway, only as far as you can, come back up. So again, it's very abdominal, should be your focus here. As you round it out, think about the rib to the hip connection. That's what's controlling you down and bringing you back up. Use the breath. For 2 more. Round it out. Rib to hip. Feel those tummy muscles work as you take it back. And on your next one, you're going to take it all the way down. So start up nice and tall, then take the chin to the chest, use the band, but really try and get those tummy muscles working to slowly roll you out. Chin comes down, release the band, and then lift one leg, just give your knee a hug, lengthen the other leg out away. And just hold that knee and just softly open the hip. Open, close. So just softly taking it to the side. Just that ball in the socket. And then hold behind the back of your knee and reach that foot up to the ceiling. Draw your toes on and off. Point and flex. Point and flex. then just hold the leg there and just see if you can walk your hands up your calf, up your leg, and just hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Swap legs. Hug the other leg in. Give it a hug first of all. And then open the hip close. So just open that hip. Get the adductor working. Stretching. Just softly. Okay, and then hold behind your leg, reach your foot to the ceiling, point and flex, point and flex. And then hold your leg up there and just see if you can walk your hands up the leg and reach, hold up for your calf and just take that stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And now you can finish off with any stretch that you want to, maybe another rotation, get into that lumbar spine, or you can come into happy baby. And get those pelvises opening up. Take a little rock wherever you are. Just do whatever feels right for your body. And then wherever you are, just come back into a diamond pose stretch. So feet are together, knees are open. One hand on your tummy, one hand on your chest. And you're going to take 5 slow, deep tummy breaths. Take the breath all the way down to your pubic bone. Release your sit bones. Release your pelvic floor as you breathe in. Picture that all lengthening and softening. Upper chest is not moving very much. Really let the tummy expand. 2 more. One more breath. Very good. Then roll on over and you can come on up. Good work, everybody.